Coming to you live from international waters, yo. This is Butt Pirate Radio. I'm your host, Mammy Till, and this is...
Blackface Trudeau.
There you go. All right, nice. All right, so this is the one that's been burning me up. I've been wanting to get to for a while. So last Friday, Paul Pelosi got hammered, except for this time, it wasn't from alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
How has nobody fucking made that connection yet?
Yeah.
It's such a fucking obvious, simple joke.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think my people are scared to talk about the Pelosi's.
For sure. I don't know. I want to know what it is about politicians and elites doing gay shit.
Yeah, he had. I think it was the. I smell gay. Like,
yeah.
He's the white Jesse Smollett.
Yeah.
I think
100%.
He probably just ran into some subpar bussy, and when Paul refused to foot the whole bill, he got. Bang, bang, Maxwell Silverhammer came down on his head. Well, like, or the only other thing is, I think maybe China airdropped a chink via helicopter onto the Pelosi's estate to get back at his wife for visiting Taiwan.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. I think the gay shit is probably a better bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because once I heard it was happening at 3 a.m., that's when okay, what the hell's going on here?
Both in their underwear.
Yeah. How do you get into the Pelosi's house at 3 a.m.?
The cops show up, answer the door, and then they go into the house, and then he gets attacked in front of the cops.
Yeah.
What kind of sense does that make?
There was also the one time the FBI was interrogating somebody and they accidentally shot somebody. I'm that's I should look that up for fucking consistency's sake, but that did happen once. Yeah. The gun went off. In May 2013, Ibrahim Tadashev, friend of Tamerlan Tsarnaev, one of the Boston Marathon bombers, was shot and killed by FBI agent Aaron McFarlane while being interviewed by the Bureau in his Florida apartment. In June 2013, the New York Times reported that, while questioning subjects, FBI agents had fatally shot about 70 suspects and wounded another 80 from 1993 to early 2011. In every case, the agent was found justified in their use of force. Pretty sick. Fucking hell, man. All right, so Jerry Jones could be facing possible disciplinary action from the NFL after he dressed up as a visually impaired referee for Halloween. Blind people everywhere are outraged that they didn't get to see the Cowboys owner's offensive costume.
Fair.
What's that about? What
was he stereotyping?
Yeah,
that blind people are blind?
Or blind people can't see?
Yeah. I mean, his costume was factual.
Yeah, exactly. The only people that are offended there are bad referees.
Right.
And so the people a grown man, our feelings were hurt, so now he's got to pay money.
Yeah. Interesting.
It's so silly. The NBA, that's the NFL is the softest of all of it.
It's becoming the softest.
Yeah.
For sure. As a avid NFL follower and somebody with a blind dad and two blind sisters, legitimately. Yeah. I found that to be completely elite. I didn't think it was offensive at all. I mean, it's fucking.
It's just
it's factual.
Yeah, it's not like he went as Hitler.
Yeah, it's not like he painted his skin black and put big pink lips on.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's not worth the fucking. And he owns an NFL team.
Yeah. He's the most respected NFL owner in the league.
I just don't. It just doesn't. It's just retarded. All right. What do Brittany Griner and I not have in common? Is that I won the appeal recently on the episode that got pulled, and she lost her appeal. I guessed it my voice is just too sexy because the episode that got flagged was for nudity when it's an audio episode.
What was the nudity that they were citing?
No idea. It was from that episode 25, and so on my appeal, I just said I would like to know what we did wrong so we could not do it again in the future. And the next day the episode was up.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then it ended up saying
and they cited nudity for it.
And it's for nudity. How would you even flag? It doesn't even it just seemed I didn't like that, so they just threw whatever at it. Because it didn't give me a timestamp, nothing. It just pulled down the episode. And there was it's that, I don't know. I don't think that one had anything specifically too fucking over the line on it.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of that.
And it, like, if I could be honest, totally honest for once, I can't believe that the channel hasn't gotten a hit with any like an actual offensive content strike. But I think it's because we haven't, like, none of the crazy shit has been about the 91 Vodek inoculations and or the election being taken away.
Yeah.
You just can't talk about that shit. Or in the earth being flat, maybe.
Yeah, that one will get you. I'm just going to come out and say it, though. I'm in the camp that Brittany Griner deserves it because in 2022 America, she's the trifecta of privilege, right?
Yeah.
Black, female, lesbian, professional athlete.
She deserves it just based on stupidity.
Yeah. So I think her head got a little big and she was thinking she could go do whatever she wants wherever. Yeah. Fly to a country that hates all 3 or 4 of those things that she is. Yeah. And bring drugs in. Yeah. So fuck her.
Yeah, for sure. As somebody who flew with drugs on me within the last week, I would tell you this, I would never fly to Russia with drugs on me. Yeah. Like, come on. If during a time of when, like, if Russia is in the news, do not bring drugs to Russia.
Definitely.
That you can't. I don't even like. I feel bad for her, but like
she can't even blame it on CTE.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, because she's always beat up her girlfriends.
Cook the dog, let me cook. Yeah. 100%.
Right? I think that's what her domestic violence was. But so, all right, I'm surprised that there's never been a black Make-A-Wish kid who's made the wish that all white people are allowed to use the N-word. Solely for the fact, like, that dude would go down in history. Because if you manage to emancipate Caucasians from their N-word shackles, they're going to talk about you in schools. Yeah. Like, hey, I'm dying, man. Let them say it. I'm surprised it hasn't happened. Because you'll be a fucking legend if you fucking...
Who would make that wish come true, do you think?
That's a good question. Jesse Jackson. Maybe Al Sharpton.
Because if you don't make that wish come true for that little black kid, are you a racist?
I think so.
Yeah. Let him start a race war.
Yeah. Right.
Let him go out in the race war.
Are you in the business of fucking fulfilling wishes or not?
Yeah.
This kid...
Come on.
And so what he's doing in his own self-interest... But I think that, yeah, it's fair game. He's dying, man. Yeah. You die young then.
Yeah, he should have done it. Put him on the front lines in Kenosha.
Somebody get this to the sickest black kid out there. Just the illest. Shit, all right. All the inventory at the dollar stores in New York City are just pieces of paper that say, fuck you, faggot. And they all cost $1.25.
I like that.
Yeah, I don't think there are dollar stores in New York City.
Of course not.
Dude, I saw somebody in New York, the most passed out I've ever seen somebody like, it really? Looked like he started doing a handstand and just passed out. That's exactly how it looked.
Fucking nailing that fentanyl, huh?
Yeah. You can't even ride the subway anymore.
I believe it.
Yeah. One thing is interesting you don't hear about is the bus. Like, especially in New York. You never hear about issues going on the bus.
They got buses there?
Yeah, exactly. Because I think even homeless people are like, man, I'm fucking better than that. I might be homeless if I don't ride the fucking bus, dude. And so, like, they're fucking premeditated. Like, what the hell is premeditated? Is like when you meditate before you commit a crime. Because of that, then you get life in prison without the possibility of parole. Instead of fucking 35 years.
That's a good defense. That's what is that, like anti-Buddhist?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, you're like, no, I'm not a Buddhist. I have a long, rich history of Christianity. Yeah. But like, I've loved the idea of like, they're getting me on something. I've never even heard of this. I don't even understand what it is. That's like the epitome of fucking white privilege. Yep. But so like, the fucking Wakanda for never. How is this nobody said that? How, like, Wakanda for was so stupid, but like the idea of like get racial relations under control in your own country before you start pretending or these like make believe fucking black utopias. I feel like I'm offended by the fact that Wakanda exists.
Who's even taking up the mantle now? Because Black Panther's dead, right?
I have no idea.
I think it's a female.
Spoiler alert.
I think it's Rachel Dolezal.
Was Chadwick Boseman, was he like the actual Black Panther?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I always thought it was Michael B. Jordan.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan was the dude that was trying to dethrone him.
Oh, so he wasn't even...
Michael B. Jordan was the villain in that.
Really?
Yeah, and he was like just some kid from the hood in like Chicago or New York or something, and then like teleported to Wakanda and was like, oh, I'm taking this shit over. This is where my ancestors came from. It was some like Black Israelite bullshit.
That's crazy. So that franchise got... Because like he didn't die in the Black Panther. Like weren't they?
No, he was alive. So they
were probably trying to move that franchise forward.
Yeah,
and he just died unexpectedly.
Well, he had some kind of cancer, but I think he was keeping it low key.
Right.
Yeah.
But so they probably didn't know about that. They probably woke up like, wait, fuck, are you kidding me?
Yeah, our whole franchise is dead. We got to put Rachel in there.
Dude, that sucks. They backed the wrong black horse.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. Couldn't they just get a look-alike?
Pretty easily.
Damn, and do you see him a lot in like in the movie or
yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean he's the main character of it. He's T'Challa.
So he's not like in costume or anything like that. Like
I mean, as much as like Tony Stark is in the Iron Man's. You know, like you see him a lot, but then he's Black Panther.
And Tony Stark, that would be
Iron Man.
Fuck, what's his name?
Robert
Downey Jr.
Yep.
Okay, I just didn't like that's the guy's name.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't see movies at all.
There's two things I don't see: movies and color. So to me, it would just be the Panther, and I wouldn't even see it anyway.
All right, Kanye's most recent comments about the Hebes made me realize something about their religion. At any time Jews relieve the slightest a bit of criticism, people end up going, but what about the Holocaust?
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't like... Ye's comments were totally unrelated to fucking Kaikicide that took place during, World War II. Like, people are acting like he said something like, the only reason the Jews are broken up about the Holocaust is because it cost them $6 million of something that they didn't get anything back in return.
Right.
It wasn't about the death. The devastation was that they felt like they got ripped off.
Plus what? Okay, so Kanye could go on this tirade, right, and say all the exact same shit that he said, but swap out the word Jew for white, and he'd be praised for it, right?
Yeah.
So is he just being too specific on what type of white people he's not happy with?
Yeah, because right, because white people are the enemy.
Yeah, of course.
And he just got too specific about what kind of white people are the enemy.
Exactly.
That's a good point. Like, damn. Like,
they don't like specific blacks, dude.
Yeah.
Keep them sick and uneducated.
Because too, the thing, like, he's not. Him saying the Jewish-owned media.
Yep.
He's not incorrect in saying that.
Nope.
Okay, what are all of these fucking media outlets that aren't owned by Jewish people? Fucking list them off for me, please.
Yeah.
And then so like you make comments like that, and then people are like, do you not understand the history of our people? It's like, shut the fuck up. This has nothing to do with the Holocaust.
Yeah.
And then it's like that makes you an anti-Semite.
The blacks are kind of in the same boat as Jews now, right? Because they can just bring up slavery for everything.
Right. Yeah. And so, and then Kyrie Irving he watched a documentary on Amazon and just told people what he saw, and now he can't play basketball.
I respected Kyrie a lot.
What the fuck? He watched a movie, he gave people a summary, and now he's not allowed to play a game.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
I respected him a lot, and then he did one of those bullshit apologies to everybody. Yeah. Like posted some shit like, I'm deeply sorry for the kikes that I heard.
Documentaries that I watched.
Yeah, dude. Come on.
And as soon as one of the things, he got
he's got balls too. I don't know why he caved like that. That kind of pisses me off.
Yeah, the more crazy shit Kyrie Irving says, the more it makes me like him.
Yeah.
He's also very good at basketball.
Only like crazy blacks.
Let him see. But the thing my gripe with Irving though is, why did he have a deal with fucking Nike to begin with?
That's a good point.
He's a very self-righteous dude.
Who's the dude? I can't remember his name. The guy, the NBA player that was like all outspoken about this shit.
He changed his name to Freedom Cantor.
Yeah, Enes Kanter.
Yes, he got blacklisted out of the league.
Yeah, he did. Did he have any kind of deals or sponsors?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, because his whole thing was like, this whole league is run on the backs of fucking Chinese children sweating.
Right. He probably has a podcast, I would think.
We gotta find that.
Yeah, I would, because otherwise, like, why go through all of that? At the same time, like, I get what you're saying, but at the same time, make your fucking money, man.
Yeah.
Do that shit after.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if he kept his mouth shut and then talked about it on his podcast, if he would have been all right.
Yeah.
Keep it off the court. I don't know.
With his shoes and all that type of shit.
But he had some crazy ass custom shoes with some kind of message on them.
Didn't he have like Gigi Ping as Winnie the Pooh?
Something about Ping or Xi Jinping.
Yeah.
Yeah. You saw that the last president of China get physically removed from the fucking Congress thing?
Yeah.
And then Xi Jinping was just sitting there like not even acknowledging it. Yeah, that shit's terrifying, dude.
Yes.
That dude, have we heard from that guy since?
No.
Yeah, he's gone.
And then, like, they like to do that shit, too. Like, they made sure that shit was on camera.
Yep. In front of the whole rest of the government.
So on one of the 8 websites that you can watch, you're seeing that fucking video.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, while you're watching math and science TikToks, that one, it'll fit that one in there.
Yeah, while you're watching fucking trigonometry
just to remind you.
And it's like, I get it, man. They're optimizing humans, but like at the same time, man, that's not what people were made for.
They're efficient, for sure. So were the Nazis.
Yeah, that's true. And so like a lot of that shit doesn't. It never leads down a road that doesn't end with a dirty bomb getting involved.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna come to blows with those motherfuckers.
Yeah. And anybody that has a half a mind can see it. Like, dude, like that thing, the tenement thing. They're like, oh yeah, we don't even know what happened to that guy.
Yeah.
Well, what are you talking about? That guy's family was tortured, I'm sure.
Was that during Mao? Who was the leader then?
Yeah. A funny idea I had this week was Larry Silverstein is the dude that owned the buildings from
the Twin Towers.
He still owns the towers.
Is he the one that sold them right before? Or
No, he bought them right before.
Okay.
And so like I like him going up to a record executive like, oh, here's my demo tape. Yeah. He gives him a DVD of the fucking towers falling down.
Oh fuck.
And then he's like, oh, it's not what a demo tape. Well, thank you for your time.
Yeah.
That was like that is. It's so funny how like.
Larry Silverstein's 91 and his guilt has fused his head with his shoulders.
People that have committed atrocities always live to be old because they know that if there is an afterlife, they're going to have to pay for their crimes.
Yeah. And people that have dirt on themselves that big also have dirt on everybody else probably.
Yeah.
So that's another reason they don't go down.
Yeah, that's a good... I wonder what type of shit Larry Silverstein knows.
Yeah, imagine what he knows about Bush.
Yeah, right.
How much do you think Bush actually knew about that, though? Because that seems like an operation on a level that they would not disclose to the president, like aliens.
I think that's where that shit gets deep.
Yeah.
Because if you're talking about then, like, if Bush wasn't president, does 9/11 still happen? And I think the answer to that question is probably yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
So it's probably not fair to say Bush did 9/11, but he had to have known.
I always think, how much does that faggot Jeb Bush know?
Yeah.
Like that dude is such a dumb idiot.
Yeah.
Like he's just like in his own world looking like a fucking grown infant.
He was in politics. He's to a certain level. He's shown that he will play ball.
Do you think being in that family, he's probably the black sheep of the family, right? Because there was
I think there's another one.
There was HW.
There's another one who's into like security.
Jeb. So do you think the two younger brothers, Jeb and whatever the other one was, are like kept out of all the sick shit that was going on?
No, I think the other one knows, but you're just not supposed to know who, like...
They laugh about it at the dinner table and shit?
I'm pretty sure the other one, like the one Bush's brother was the head of security at the Twin Towers.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. Marvin Bush, Securicom. One word.
A security company?
So like they manage the security for like a ton of different places. Like they put their cameras in and then it would run on their database.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And I think that it was something like that Nick Kroll's dad was that guy's it was Bush's business partner.
Mm-hmm.
And then so it's just...
I wonder if he owns the same security cameras that were in Epstein's prison.
Right. Yeah, that's interesting of like the security. Somebody felt like the head would get blackmailed from that. Yeah.
I know, dude. We're getting into deep waters.
Like, and it's still as long as we're not talking about fucking yeah. Because I think
it that shall not be named.
Yeah, right. Because like, I think like the show Tinfoil Hat is constantly like talking about like they're not allowed to be on YouTube.
Yeah.
So what are they talking about? Like, and I guess maybe like Pizzagate. There's been some fun. We've actually said funny stuff about Pizzagate and that hasn't been flagged. Mm-hmm. But I guess maybe it's because we're not bringing up statistics. Maybe that's why we never really bring up statistics.
The media loves pedophilia though, so you could probably talk about Pizzagate and get away with it.
Yeah. They do. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like,
they love it privately. I'll say that.
And the other thing too, like, I don't know if I've ever said this on here too, like I think from Pizzagate, from the guy that, you know, like they have like some crazy guy that went there with a gun. Mm-hmm. The only thing that the only thing he shot was a server. Mm-hmm. That fucking guy.
Yeah, didn't he? So he didn't shoot any people. He shot computers, right?
He shot a computer. Yeah. Come on. Like that was the piece of information that's like, okay, well, what's going on with Pizzagate?
Exactly.
Yeah. I think there's art of like some kid eating a piece of pizza while him fucking a kid in the ass.
Naturally.
In the pizza parlor.
And to be expected.
This is art. What are you talking about? Why are you? Don't call the cops, dude. What are you fucking? I just don't get.
I'm kind of disappointed that the only questionable piece of artwork in Epstein's house was Bill Clinton in a dress.
Yeah.
Like, you'd think there'd be some more fucking. Maybe there was more wild shit in there that they don't want to mention or something. Yeah.
Altuve probably uses the N-word, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I never thought about that.
Mexicans have the card.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't enslave people.
Yeah.
Oh, here's an interesting observation. Like, pedophiles are the only sexual orientation that don't fuck or date their own.
Yeah.
They don't fuck other pedophiles. They're exclusive with children. Is there fucking Chomos Anonymous?
There has to be, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
they need to develop some type of methadone.
Fuck, I don't know. If you're a pedo and you know you're a pedo, or do you think you're bound to commit the crime, or do you think that you can have like a conscience and a heart and be like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna castrate myself or kill myself to save these children from getting blown out?
Dude,
okay, like do you think all the pedophiles that actually get caught molesting, are they just all evil, or is it just anybody who has pedophilic tendencies will do it? And you know what I'm saying? Am I making sense?
Yes, because dude, it's even crazy for them to even jag off.
Yeah,
like they have to commit a crime.
Yeah.
They have to look at child pornography to jack off. They're committing a crime.
Yeah. We need a Planned Parenthood for pedophiles, where you go, and get castrated, or how do you castrate a female from? Is there something you can cut out of a chick to like not want to like fuck little boys?
I don't think so. Yeah. Dude, that's a good like. They should have fucking pedophile fucking help centers.
Yeah, Planned Parenthood,
where they have like public domain child pornography that you can like. You know, like that you can fucking like that you can use to like, I don't know, like they have to.
Like regulated child porn.
The government has fucking child porn that they use to bait other pedophiles.
For sure.
Let them use that shit to fuck. Like
I think a lot of them use that. There's like hentai child porn. Yeah. Where they're obviously meant to be children, and I think a lot of them.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I have no issue with that.
I mean, it's still kind of sick.
It's fucked up, but it's drawing.
Yeah, I mean, you're not committing a crime, I guess.
Yeah.
That doesn't change the fact that you should probably kill yourself.
Yeah, like metaverse child porn.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude.
And there's clearly very rich pedophiles out there.
I think all rich people become pedophiles when they like get to this status.
Yeah.
I'd like to know what kind of sketchy shit the Queen got up to before she kicked it.
It's so funny how people that like historically are incestual, like, oh wait, what's gonna be the color of that kid's skin?
Right.
Wait, don't you fuck your sister, dude?
Yeah. Well, that's what happened when the ginger brought the black chick in. Yeah, I don't even fucking know their names.
Yeah, I always get the two confused. I don't care. I know the one
princess or whatever. The other brother's wife. Kate
Middleton.
Right?
Yeah,
Middleton.
She's aged a little bit.
Smoke show.
He likes to get fucked in his ass.
Does he?
That's the Prince of Pegging. Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there was a leak about that. He could
No shit.
Yeah, he likes to. And then again, that just leads me to like when you fucking have nothing to do but
Prince
consume.
of Pagan.
Dude, that's when you just do nothing but consume, it leads to gay shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, okay. So this is what I was thinking. So, so many people that are that rich and elite get into gay shit, and like it gets leaked at some point or another.
Yeah.
So do you think they're just so rich that so much shit is available to them? They're like, oh, I'll just start railing twinks.
Yeah.
Or I'll start railing kids, and
Let's see what this is about. So then it leads to like, oh, this guy likes getting fucked in his ass. Well, it probably is cool. I've never fucking experienced this.
I've experienced everything else. Why not?
Exactly. I have nothing to do tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the reason why I'm so unhealthy and like writing and shit all the time. It just keeps me from bending to homosexuality tendencies and getting fucked in my ass.
Maybe you need to watch some child hentai or something.
Yeah, maybe. Because I think it just leads them. It leads. At first, you get bored with TV. And then you get bored with drugs.
Get bored with porn.
And then you get bored with sex.
Yep.
And then you get bored. And then
what do you do after that besides get fucked in the ass? And what's after that? Get fucked in the ass by a 6-year-old.
Right. I can make a 6-year-old fucking the ass at gunpoint while you're on fucking heroin.
Yes. Dude.
The life of a king, dude.
I mean...
That's awesome, man.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like, cause one of the reasons too, maybe am I writing and she like, I'm trying to get resources so I can aspire to be that person.
Yeah.
It's the blurred lines, man.
What else?
That's why I wish that there was more shit. Was like people were transparent about that stuff because like Mao would never have a memoir. Because the shit that he did was so heinous. But like
that's like the Paul Pelosi shit. Why don't they just be transparent about it? Okay, he was fucking a dude. You guys are supposedly liberals. That will probably help your position, right?
Right. Hey, do you think that he even got hit with a hammer?
Please. I mean, unless they really wanted to sell it, maybe. But when that first broke or whatever, my first instinct was, election day is 5 days away. It's clearly a false flag.
Yeah. Right. That's if it wasn't so close to the election, that's why it makes
all this shit happened so close to the election. That's why I'm surprised that fucking Biden hasn't figured out a way to get Griner out of Russia right before the election.
Yeah. Yeah. The thing about like Mao, I think the thing that would be interesting is like the dark psychology of somebody who has to be empty from just overconsumption and them just telling the tales of just being empty inside. Because that's the only way that you can get that type of fucking information from that person of living it.
Yeah.
You know, and that's like somebody that has unlimited resources without zero repercussions. There's only a few people that have existed like that.
Most of Hollywood these days.
But not to the point where you could be in a room full of people where you fuck a kid and they applaud it.
Fair, yeah.
I think Trudeau, that's something he's inspiring to be.
Yeah.
It's like it's a dictator thing.
Trudeau wants to be Mao.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And fucking Xi wants to be Mao.
Xi Jinping?
Yeah.
Xi Jinping?
Yeah.
For sure. Of course he does. The same way fucking Putin wants to be Stalin. They all want to revert back to their fucking 20th century dictatorships.
They all have influence.
Yeah. Massive influence.
Yeah. And again, it's like they're really not trying to do anything besides being allowed to do whatever the fuck they want.
Right.
And everybody applauding it.
Yeah. I have to say that the Chinks are definitely doing the best job.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. You can't even joke about them.
I know.
They're
something's got to be done, dude.
They're effective. They're efficient.
It'll tell if they go into Taiwan and we don't do anything. That'll be the end.
Yeah.
I feel like we're not gonna do anything.
Dude, that will be hilarious.
Yeah.
Fuck a treaty, dude. This might be a little cold. I don't really give a fuck about what goes on in Taiwan.
I don't give a fuck.
And if this is all a name game about who owns who and this owns that, just fucking, if it doesn't, like Taiwan, if it doesn't change your day-to-day thing, just fucking adhere to what China wants. They're insane.
Is Taiwan already living as if they are owned by China? Or are they?
They think they're independent.
Yeah.
I think, like, But again, if it's not going to change their shit, if you're going to make China happy, just make China happy. They got a gun into your head.
Yeah.
And if you're going to keep anything that's going to like...
Your kids are going to wind up getting fucked in a room full of elite chinks.
Yeah. And then get eaten by dogs after.
Yeah. And then those dogs will be eaten.
Yeah. Yeah. The darker thing, do you think Mao fucked any animals?
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, what happens when gay shit and pedophilia gets boring? What do? You start fucking dogs.
I think when it comes to the dark part is what I think to summarize what I'm saying. If you can think of it, he probably did it.
Yeah.
And that is fucking sad.
I mean, imagine being him though. It's kind of sick.
Yeah, but it's also like, man, like I don't know. All right, that's gonna do it for this week. Join us next week when we discuss our research on Mao-related bestiality.
Come my lady, come my lady, you're my butterfly, sugar, baby.